You sweet, flat-chested elven creature.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you will ever listen to. We are the creators of the Spooky Pit, the innovators of the Passion Bump, and we take you down the darkest rabbit holes of all things horror.
Welcome, spooky bitches. We review horror movies in the Mariana Trench and fucking with comedy. We are your final bros, Brian Hopway LaGrasta and Shane Ivermectin Smith, and we are joined by Jen, our scream queen and producer. I kind of threw myself off with that one.
Definition request?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Little ivermectin. You put ivermectin in there?
No, I didn't. It's just water.
Just water?
I put ivermectin in there.
Well, me and Jen are drinking. Shane is drinking water.
Yes.
I would cheers
I'm being boring today.
I would cheers you, but it's not satisfying.
That's true. We put Kahlua in coffee. We're ready to go. It is the first week of Creature Feature Month.
Yes, Creature Feature November, and we've got a movie.
We got a movie.
We have a movie. Oh, really? For a horror movie podcast, we have a movie?
Yeah, I say I didn't want to lead people in with great movie or good movie or even bad movie because it's kind of just a movie.
That's fair. It's a movie.
It was made.
K-Stew's in it.
Yeah, K-Stew is in it. TJ Miller's in it.
I like her better with the short blonde hair.
You like her better when she cosplays an elven warrior?
Yeah, definitely. She looks good with it.
It is a good look for her.
It's better than like her sickly I'm gonna throw up every other second brown haired look.
I mean, I like her a lot anyway.
Like, no offense to her in like the Twilight series, but she looked like she was gonna puke every time she was just standing there.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, I really like her in Adventureland. It could just be the tone of the
Great
movie.
movie.
Though. Like,
I don't think I saw that one.
it's Jesse Eisenberg and her. It's really good. And Ryan Reynolds plays like a janitor or a custodian in an amusement park.
Yes.
It's pretty great.
Ooh, gotta see it.
Yeah. But we were reviewing horror sci-fi movie today. And it is a creature feature. It doesn't feel like that for like the first maybe 20, 25 minutes, but then it definitely does.
Yeah.
I think Cthulhu's in it.
I'm pretty sure that's Cthulhu.
Can we confirm that?
Jen, as our Cthulhu expert.
Confirmed.
There we go. We've got Cthulhu.
I am the creature expert.
Yeah. At the end of the movie, when you see Cthulhu, it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't focus on it though.
No, yeah, like that was a good reveal at the end, and
It was.
you're just like so confused through this whole movie about like what the hell is haunting them when they're underwater, leagues under the sea.
Probably like in the middle of the movie, like during an attack between like her and Captain, I was just sitting there and I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Shit's just getting drilled.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a drill site underwater. Good
Yeah.
time to bring that up.
You don't notice it right away because the beginning of the movie is very like, it gets right to it.
Yeah.
But the company, like when we visit the other sites, you see a lot of advertisement to the employees about the company. Well, can we jump into the spooky pit before I jump into this?
Yeah, there's a lot. Let's just jump into that spooky pit that we were always talking about.
Let's
you
do
know
it.
the one I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
You can hit the music. Hit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that one? That's
yeah,
the one?
yeah, hit it.
Okay, Underwater's our first movie of Creature Feature Month. This movie was released last year, 2020. It's horror sci-fi, directed by William Eubank, and it stars the wonderful Kristen Stewart as Nora Price, Vincent Cassell as Captain Lucian, that's a Shane boy, Mahmoudou Athi as Rodrigo Najenda, he's alive for 2 minutes, TJ Miller as Paul Abel, John Gallagher Jr. as Smith, and Jessica Henwick as Emily. Yeah. Essentially, deep water researchers attempt to get to safety after a mysterious earthquake dismantles their drill site in the Mariana Trench.
That's your favorite of the trenches, right?
It's the only trench I know, so it is therefore my least and most favorite of the trenches.
Agreed.
Of all the trenches, Shane.
Of all of them. Okay, good.
Agreed.
Good.
Shane, you have good leg hair.
Thanks, man. I think you do too.
Oh, thanks. You see it poking through these jeans?
Yeah, I do. That's why I thought I'd bring it up.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. McDonald's came in clutch for the crew today.
It did.
They doubled our order with no extra fees. So
They forgot my coffee but gave you an extra, but you so graciously got me a Dunkin' coffee, and we have laced both with Kahlua at this point.
Mega lace. And by
Mega
lace,
lace.
I let Jen handle the lacing when she dumped the whole Kahlua bottle into my coffee. But thank you.
There's barely coffee in there at this point.
Shane is drinking water, but vodka's also clear.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can guarantee you this is water.
No, Jen just
It won't be in an hour.
put coffee in my Kahlua. All right, I'm ready to get involved into this movie. I'm
Are you ready to go underwater?
Deep underwater. Let's toss us right in. Let's see the elves.
Okay, we start inside of the research facility. We see K-Stu. I believe her name is Nora. She's in the bathroom. There's a spider in a sink. Is that for the spider?
Yeah, so she's narrating, and right away I'm thrown off guard because I just did not see the narrating coming, and I feel like it doesn't fit.
It only happens twice, right?
Beginning
the beginning and the
Yeah.
end?
I mean, I get it. She's talking. She's referencing like someone that she's lost. That's the tone of it.
Mhm.
You don't confirm that until the end, but you get it's like it sounds like someone that she's lost. That she's talking about memories. How like this person mentioned there's no such thing as time, only moments, things like that. And then she sees a spider, decides not to kill it. Huge mistake because the spider comes and engulfs the entire drill site.
Yes, this is correct.
No, but that's a theory, by the way, that I just came up with right
What?
now.
Oh, I thought it was a real theory.
Yeah,
The spider.
She saved the spider, the daddy long legs, and then everything bad happened after that.
So you're saying if she kills the daddy long legs, none of this takes place?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm buying in.
Shane hates spiders.
I do, so kill them all.
He hates spiders about as much as you hate bees.
Yeah, I hate bees. We accidentally let one in the house, and by me, because I didn't close the door. And
And by house, yours.
yeah, I was terrified, and it eventually left.
What's your opinion on spotted lanternflies?
I hate them. I hate them. We talked about it last month
Yeah.
on one of the podcasts, and they're around.
Yeah, they don't go away.
What's your opinion on surprise fruit trees in your backyard?
There's a surprise apple tree I didn't know about, and we just picked it and had some apple, so that was good.
So the spider's alive.
The
We're
spider's
back in the
alive.
movie.
Yep.
The monologuing is over. And literally, she walks out of the bathroom and starts to see a leak, and then everything explodes, and there's water everywhere.
You sweet flat-chested creature, you. No, yeah, right. It just like literally explodes without warning. It seems and appears, and what everybody believes is an earthquake.
Yeah.
And I know that.
The idea that an earthquake could cause that and you would still knowingly put like your base at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
Like, what?
No, I think at this point, the Rodrigo character runs in with her into that room.
Yeah, so as she's escaping the water, she bumps into Rodrigo, and they run together into that room.
Yeah, they run into that room. I don't know. It's some kind of like a sector. I don't know. What do you want to call it? It's like a command center of some sort.
It's like the middle area that connects all the different sections of the ship.
The hub.
Yes, the hub. That's
It's
a good
a
word
hub.
to call it.
And basically what's happening now is essentially people are trying to get to where they are, but there's an obscene amount of pressure coming their way.
Correct.
That will annihilate them. So her only recourse is to let these people running towards her die and seal the door.
Yes. Which Rodrigo even says you did what you had to do. You saved the rest of the ship.
Yeah, and he also is like, I don't know how to close doors, so I'm happy that you did.
Yes. Do you think he was lying so he didn't have to kill those two guys?
Yeah. Yeah, he was just like, I can't have this on my
He
conscience.
seemed like he could have been like a good character for the rest of the movie.
Oh.
And like, spoiler alert, he dies very quickly.
He's literally in this movie for
10 minutes?
literally, if even that. I feel like he dies pretty quick.
Yeah. He really, yeah. Because I think it's even at the bottom of my first page of notes, like him dying. That's how soon it's coming
I
up.
will say the deaths in this movie are different. They're so sudden, and like you don't even see so much of what happens. You just see blood pool.
Rodrigo's is the best in the movie, though. I think his is actually really cool and well done.
I like him and T.J. Miller's.
T.J.
deaths
Miller's is good,
are
too.
cool.
Yeah.
His might be the best, but yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it'd be one of them too. Like,
The one I remember the most.
yeah,
So they do seal off this part, and now they would need to make it to the escape pods. That's their goal now.
that's their goal. I think she's looking to get to Roebuck.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
that's the plan.
that's what it is. It's like the main part of the drill site, the Roebuck. I think that is where the drill is.
In the beginning of the movie, when they're doing the opening credits, I think they show like some of the blueprints, and also throughout the movie they show like blueprints on the walls and shit
yes.
of like their drill site.
Because in this hub, they do look up information on where these like escape pods are.
Yeah.
So they head out, and then they see that everything is like rubble, and they have to like start to like climb through narrow hallways. But before they can do that, they hear someone call out for help.
Yeah, and this person is like trapped under rubble.
Yes.
And they lift a few of the rocks, and it's TJ Miller's face.
Yeah. You know, TJ Miller from Silicon Valley and
Paul.
Deadpool.
Yeah. He's always a good time.
Yeah.
So they eventually like get the rocks off. They have to save him, and then they have to save Lil Paul.
Yes, Lil Paul is a lamb?
Rabbit?
It's
The rabbit.
Rabbit?
It's a little stuffed animal.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what animal it was.
It's a rabbit because later during like a pod escape, one of the characters that does make it out, they show like him looking at it, and it's a real rabbit.
Okay.
Lil Paul.
So forgot to mention because we jumped right in.
Yeah.
At the very beginning of this movie, and at the very end also, there's a lot of newspaper clippings.
Yes.
And then we'll see it throughout. I'm not really going to point it out because it's kind of everywhere if you're paying attention. There's a lot of propaganda for the company. And we don't really understand. I don't know if you guys know why. I didn't really understand why they were drilling down there. It's just some big company bullshit. But there was a lot of propaganda for the company about the employees and everything. This company reminds me a lot of Umbrella Corporation.
That's fair. This movie I've had, like, for me, a lot of like references to things maybe or unintentionally. Like, I definitely see what you're saying with like something like Umbrella Corporation. For me, if you ever played the BioShock games, this whole area reminded me of Rapture.
Yeah.
Because hearing that, like, in the beginning, you hear as they walk through, there's someone like giving them like base instructions on like where to go. It sounded like Andrew Ryan in like the BioShock games. So like I was like, oh my God, reminds me exactly of BioShock.
And you guys, I don't remember if it was before we were recording or after, you said this movie kind of also reminded you of the movie Alien.
Yeah, that was made before we were recording.
In a few scenes from this, when they all meet up in the control room, which you guys are going to get to in a few, you can hear they used a lot of the same set, and like you can hear the sound of like the control room turning on from Alien in that scene.
Interesting.
I just thought you'd love that.
I would, because like the whole idea of this is like that part where they all meet up in Alien, and it's just like you said with corporations, like the Alien movie is all about the Wayman Corporation and like covering up the alien and trying to capture it. It just felt like some similarities there.
For sure. I get that. I think this point of the movie, if I'm not mistaken, Shane, because you're the transition guy, but I'm going to transition this.
You could take it. I'll give you the role.
This is a soft one. I'm just doing this.
Okay.
They're going to climb their way up to the rest of the crew.
Yes, but first they're going to find the dead body of McKellen.
McKellen, yeah, she's like sneaking upwards, and one of their crew members they notice is dead. Her name is McKellen. She must be Irish.
Is that an Irish name? Ian McKellen? Yeah, I guess. Is Ian McKellen
Well, if
Irish?
it has an MC, I'm just assuming that
They're
Irish.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a baseless assumption, but I'm going off the McDonald's rule.
Wait, McDonald's is Irish?
It's the only Irish restaurant that I eat at.
Okay, fair.
You know, do any Irish fine dining?
Yeah, the Crow's Nest.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's Irish restaurant.
I don't think it's fine dining, though. Okay, so the three of them do make it to the evac pods, the escape room, and sitting in the center is their captain.
Yeah, their captain. He's Vincent Cassell.
Yeah. Nora tells the captain that they are 10 out of 10 fucked in this situation.
Yeah. But he's pretty confident they're going to get out.
Yeah.
He's going to keep everybody alive, he said.
Even though he says he sent 22 people out of the evac pods already, but then he confirms he knows that at least 8 people have died. And Nora then confirms that at least 3 people are dead.
Yeah.
So we got a body count here.
Body count.
So I'm going to present to you guys what I like to call a new rating for the characters. That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
A new rating. So all of these characters in this movie, regardless that it is kind of a bad movie, these characters aren't the type of people who sit around. These people take action. These people have what I would like to call tight cock energy.
Oh.
Okay.
Which we will bring up again in later movies that we're recording. But I know since we're recording this one before other movies, this is where I'm presenting it to you.
So who here has tight cock energy?
I would like to say the captain.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I agree with that.
Because everyone will go along and get shit done, even though they're freaking out. But he's definitely the person that's like, we have to do this. We can't just sit around.
Super focused.
Yes.
Yeah.
Super tight cock.
Yeah. He's got tight cock energy, so like, of course.
Pete Davidson has big dick energy, and people who get shit done have tight cock energy.
Fair. Fair. He did get shit done. The captain doesn't mess around. K-Stu gets shit done too. K-Stu don't fuck around in this movie.
No, she doesn't. No one really fucks around in this movie. Everyone does just try to do their...
This is actually probably like a really efficient crew, to be honest. I think the captain's got himself a good team here.
Yeah, without a doubt. Too bad they're all dead.
Oh my God, Shane.
See now that none of the evac pods are left here, so this is when they decide they have to walk a mile outside to the Roebuck.
Yeah, this is the movie in a nutshell.
Well, it's a mile down from where they are, and then a mile to where they want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And essentially this movie is they walk somewhere, something bad happens, they walk somewhere, something bad happens, they walk somewhere, something bad happens, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
What were they watching? The Road? Except that's a good movie. Really good movie.
Also, this is where we learn the Roebuck is kind of like a station that they no longer use. You'll see as soon as they leave their main pod, which was like arguably kind of huge, we only get little shots of it. We don't see the whole thing. There's like little stations surrounding it that they just don't use anymore, which like begs the question. These are probably $1 million stations. They just left like them surrounding them.
Yeah.
They were like, they're too small. They're not usable. We won't use them anymore. And they seem perfectly functionable when we get to them.
For sure. And I'm like, how do they power all this shit up? I was thinking, and then I'm like, okay, well, now the ending explained that a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. The ending.
Because there's a lot of power.
Spoiler, the ending of this movie is Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Might as well be. And I love that by the end, the company's like, we're going to rebuild.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Like, shh, nothing happened.
We're going to rebuild in the exact same spot around all the debris.
Oh, my God. That's what it reminds me of the Wayman Company. They just do the same shit over and over again without like any care in the world.
Round 2.
Wayman, Umbrella, is there a difference anymore?
There isn't. All right, so they have this plan. They all admit it's a terrible plan.
Terrible plan.
But they're going to do it anyway.
They're doing it anyway.
Thank you. So they all go into the...
Would you rather them just sit there?
No. That's why they're all going into the, I guess we'll call it the diving room, where they all put on the dive suits.
They put on their dive suits, and they're getting ready for a descent. But is any of these dive suits compromised or no?
Yes.
Right? That's what I remember from this point of the movie. One of them is like slightly compromised.
And Rodrigo takes the compromised one.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is about to get wild.
Oh, it's going to get real wild. So all the suits are on. They go into this chamber.
This is a chamber.
A circle chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And the circle chamber starts to fill up with water.
Geometry.
Is it? Is that geometry?
It's a circle, so it was a shape.
Yes.
I link shapes to geometry. I don't know if that's a thing.
So we got circles, we got liquids, and we're in this chamber.
Ooh.
It's filled with water. They're underwater.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm looking. This is like dirty talk right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you getting off to this?
I'm off.
I love it. So as they're getting filled with all this water,
They're wet.
yeah, they're so wet. There's a door they have to open, but the door is going to release pressure.
That's the thing. The pressure's the killer in this movie. You gotta watch out for the pressure.
The pressure actually has more kills than
the thing.
Yeah.
The whatever you want to call this thing.
And as like they're getting ready to open the door, Rodrigo's helmet starts to crack.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy because like once it cracks, you're fucking toast.
Yeah, and then I think it's Nora realizes Rodrigo's suit's cracking, so she's like, "Don't open the door." It's too late.
Dude, this happens instantaneously.
Because the second the door opens, like, I guess the word is implodes.
That's the word they use in the movie. One of the characters says he implodes. It looks like, and it happens like, but the only way I would describe it is that his face and his body are just sucked in.
Yeah, right?
Pretty much.
And like all you see in his suit is just blood.
Yeah, so he actually just explodes. Like his whole, like, because you actually see Rodrigo pieces like bumping into the other people.
Yeah, but I think the word implode is appropriate. And the reason why I'm saying that is because explode is like when something
blows outward.
He does look like he just blows inward.
Yeah. And no, it's true.
And then you just see like the blood pool out of like his suit.
And the pressure knocks everyone away.
Yeah, the pressure's insane. And I like pressure.
Pressure. That was an MVP baseball song.
Yeah.
So moving on.
Great soundtrack.
Thank you.
Sometimes I feel like I need to leave the room.
Yeah, me and Brian, we
We get into it.
Yeah. Well, he's my podcast husband,
Yeah, that's
so.
true. We get into it.
All right, so they all get to safety. They're in another elevator that's going to lower them to a lower depth. This is an elevator that doesn't have water in it, so they're able to take off their suits. Paul reminisces about a joke that Rodrigo used to tell them. He tells the joke.
It's not a funny joke, but he'll repeat it. Do you know the joke
By heart, no.
Oh, man, I had it before this recording, and now I forgot it.
There's something about a duck, right, or something?
It was so dumb. Yeah, no, it was about a dam. Right?
Dam, that's what it was.
It was a dam, and it was a fish, I think, with a dam. But I don't remember the joke or the punchline, if there even was one.
It was something about a fish bumping his head, dam, or something like that, right?
Yeah, stupid.
So you're not a fan of this joke?
No, I like these shorts, though.
Thank you. They're good shorts. Speaking of shorts, they start to see a distress signal from one of the escape pods, and they're like, the escape pod went more down instead of up to the surface. How can that be?
How can that be? So let's do some more walking.
Did they actually explain that or no?
I assume, based off of what happens in the movie, Cthulhu pulled it down.
That's what I assume, too. I feel like that.
It's like the only explanation for what happened.
I can't wait to talk about the beast.
It's so late.
It's right at the end, but yeah, I would assume because it's right near the core. I want to say it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just feel like it was pulling everything down too. So much. It just had so much power. I think it was just like it's pulling down.
All right. So Paul gives Emily his bunny, little Paul, to protect because Paul and Smith are going to check this distress call. Emily starts to talk to the captain. She's like, "Oh, how old is your daughter?" He says 14, and Nora's like, "Your daughter's not 14. That's a lie."
That is a lie, and you will find out some more information on that later. I think it's pretty cool how they use the tech in this movie. Like when they go out on search party, like you can see like a bird's eye view of what they're looking at because their suits are like super high tech.
Yes.
So like whatever that the search party of Smith and Paul are going to see, the whole crew is going to see.
Yes. I should also point out, I believe they take like a nail gun out with them, or like
is that a nail gun?
I have no idea what it is exactly. It's not a mini harpoon, like
the gun thing.
Yeah, like what is that?
I don't know. It was just that it literally was just their version of a gun because they've called it a gun or their weapon. And for some reason, only those two grabbed one. No one else seemed to have grabbed one, even though there was a whole wall of them before they left. And I was like,
well, to be fair, right now, only the two of them are going out, which is why I'm assuming.
No, like before they left in general. Like when they first suited up, they were the only two that grabbed one.
Right,
and I was like, there's a wall of them. And you're going into... And like, I know that like you're surrounded mostly by debris, but there's still generally live fish underwater.
Yeah, no, I would have definitely armed up. I guess they assumed they would never encounter what they're going to encounter.
Which is a fair assumption.
But I'm saying like shark attacks, like generally like there's octopus down there. Like you don't know what wants to kill you.
Mike G's down there.
Exactly.
It can get a little hectic, so you got to
for sure.
Sharks down there that just want to jump on you and put little fin fingers in your pockets and take your phone. Like you never know.
They do that. Sharks are known to pickpocket.
Yeah, they're pickpocket sharks.
Exactly, bastards.
Do you remember that '90s show with those sharks?
No.
And they wore shorts.
Please be more specific.
Yeah, I need more detail.
I used to collect. I don't know the name of the fucking show. I just remember what they look like.
There were sharks that wore shorts, and did they pickpocket?
Are you thinking of Dragon Tales?
I am not. 90s shark cartoon. Street Sharks?
Let me see a photo.
There are sharks and they're wearing shorts.
Let me see.
I've never watched that.
I remember it, but I don't remember the actual... I remember the images, not the show.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I used to like collect these like their dolls and stuff. Street Sharks, yeah.
That looks like a show my mom would hate.
Why? She doesn't like sharks?
No, she didn't let us watch it. Like my mom hates like Halloween, like anything like that. So she didn't want me to watch a lot of like magical shows. Like I remember not being allowed to watch Code Lyoko.
I don't even know what that is either.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, like I remember there was one point when I was little and clearly she was very unsuccessful because I'm still a very big fan. She didn't want me to watch like Scooby-Doo because she didn't like the monsters.
Wow.
Clearly that did not work.
Well, Scooby-Doo like defined your childhood, I know, and now my childhood and Shane's childhood. So I love Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Great show.
Despite that you guys are like, you're not that much older than me, right?
Not really.
No.
I'm 30.
Yeah, you're maybe like 3 years older than me. My grandparents, instead of becoming a latchkey kid, they had them watch us. So I watched all the 70s ones.
Yeah,
Those are the best.
Yeah, the early, like the original Where Are You, and then the Scooby-Doo show is really good. Yeah, I like the early ones.
I think I texted you like last month and I was like, I just realized Scooby-Doo took place in the South. Like I didn't have a location for it, but they mention Confederate regalia so much.
Interesting. Yeah, like I would have picked up that. I guess it's like subtleties.
Because they're on the beach and shit, but then also like the Gulf Coast is a beach. So
yeah.
I don't know. I never thought about it. Like it put a show to an area and I was like, wait, this takes place in the South.
I just remember them meeting crawdads in the bayou.
That's a great
From
movie.
Zombie Island?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a great movie.
I love that
where
movie.
they're just crushing crawdads in the back of the van.
I love that I got that just from you saying.
That movie is like one of the weirder Scooby-Doo movies for
It's
me.
still great.
Because I feel like it is a supernatural movie.
Yeah.
It is. It's
right?
a very super. It's like it's like the beginning of when Scooby-Doo went like kind of transferred over into actual supernatural.
Yeah, because everything had a mask before that. This movie had like a
Ghosts.
voodoo.
Yeah, that too.
Speaking of voodoo.
Yeah, so should we get back to the movie?
Yeah.
I like Scooby-Doo better.
Paul and Smith, they go out to check on this pod, I guess we'll call it. And
Smith has a headband.
yes, he does. It's a nice headband. They see that like the pod is like has this like what would you even call it that's on it? Goo?
Goo.
We'll go goo?
I would call it snot.
Okay.
Ew.
So it's just covered in snot.
Also, like, how do you know that underwater? Aren't we still underwater?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you could tell it's
like
like
draped in it.
it's yes, exactly.
I thought it was algae.
Maybe.
I see, but they make it seem like it's not because doesn't he grab it and he's like, "What is
What
this?"
is this? Yeah. I don't know. Like for me, and they didn't know what it was being deep water researchers.
It's not algae or like
it's something,
a seaweed.
it's something unknown to them. I think obviously it's some kind of, I don't want to say waste, but some kind of excrement or something from the fucking thing.
Yeah, no, it's poop.
Maybe. It's some kind of weird liquidy dropping from the fucking thing.
Gross. All right, so they can't find a body, but they do find a wallet, which they take
Take the wallet.
Because-
Always take the wallet.
because it's probably got some cash.
That's really helpful where they are.
Yeah, they may need to take a couple of tolls to their on their next walk.
You know, the toll's gone up to $16.
There's a toll booth operator
The
that's just
toll-
chilling down there.
The
That'd be good.
toll's gone up to like one head and one arm.
Yeah.
That'd be actually hilarious if they did go through a toll and Cthulhu was just like, "Your ticket, please." So they do eventually find a body, and there's just like a thing eating the body. Like it's like liquefying the body, they say.
Yeah, and the thing, although you don't get like a great like look at it, it looks like a mini octopus that's just sucking it off.
Yes.
Also, why would you disturb it?
I wouldn't.
They do. They shoot it, and then it cuts to them right back in with the rest of the group, and they're examining it. And it's like, you could tell it's like in its baby form.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't know if you can tell because I don't think I would be able to tell, but I'm glad you're very confident in your underwater
As
sea
a
life.
marine biologist,
Are
I can
you?
tell. Yes. I am a marine biologist expert. Brian can vouch for me
I
there.
can vouch for it. The thing is, like, I guess what we're talking about is there's subtleties towards something really big, but
Yes.
there's no like you don't know for a while.
Yeah.
This is the first like sighting of something otherworldly or that is just like unknown, and it's a small thing, so you're thinking, okay, like what if it's just a bunch of these, like what's going on? But then I saw this, and now that we're talking about it, there's some more signs I'm picking up on, like you mentioned, like that there's something huge, which is and like byproducts of it, but you don't know yet.
I don't know if they mention it in the movie. According to their IMDb, the little creature is called a clinger.
I like that name. They don't mention it in the movie.
No,
though.
I don't think they give names to any of the creatures in the movie.
I don't know why it has to have a name then, but
No, I mean like
it's there.
If it's a movie like with lore, I mean like I kind of like that stuff. But like another thing is, I wonder if this movie is based on like Lovecraftian stuff.
It could be. I mean,
it doesn't feel like it is, but the ending does. You know, like the whole elder god thing.
Yeah.
That thing was fucking interesting.
it definitely
And
was.
you never get like a very clear picture of this thing. If you notice,
Yeah, it's
very-
always like blurry. Well, because
Yes.
you're underwater.
Yeah, and you know, like you should know the screens would be like definitely there'd be handprints or like there would be fog, like anything that would be like fogged up the screen. Obviously, all that hot breath from just getting fucked up against it.
Was that happening often in the drill site?
I don't know. These are really efficient workers. Like I said, like if I was building a team out, these guys would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think about my work team, not so much.
Think about how strong they fucking are, because the suits that they wore were about 140 pounds each.
Yeah, no,
Intense.
they're
So yeah, they would easily fuck you up against a wall.
I actually respect them because they are efficient at their job and still have time to fuck against the wall.
As long as they're fucking up against the glass.
The whole like system now starts to turn down. It like shuts down, and then they hear these like loud bangs. So Paul's like, "I'm gonna close the door." Yeah.
I feel like Paul is me in
yeah,
this
100%,
situation.
yeah. Paul is all of us. Where it's like he still like does his job, but he's just like, yeah.
You know.
Maybe let's not just stand here. Beside the touching the creature part, I think I would have just left it alone.
Yeah. Well, you would have offed yourself at this point, Jen.
I would have tried to die in the initial explosion.
Oh, okay.
I would have been like,
You would have ran towards the pressure.
Yeah, she's like, "Get me the suit that's imploding."
been like, what's the fastest way I can fucking die? Let me just have the rubble fall on me.
Does imploding hurt?
I was actually going to ask because you
I
don't.
hope not.
What does spontaneous combustion look like?
Doesn't like you just explode from? That's exploding from the inside, right? There's like something in you that blows up.
Yeah, and it happens. It's like a real thing.
Yeah,
so.
and that's what I'm saying. Like this one though, it's like your body's caving in on itself. So I
yeah.
feel like you have to feel some of that at first, right?
Yeah,
But I'm no an imploding expert, so I don't know.
fair. Yeah, I feel like if you combust, I feel like your stomach would obviously be in insane amounts of pain, and then you would probably just like die.
Bust.
Yeah,
I mean, if
bust.
your whole person combusts, hopefully it's instantaneous and you don't feel it too much.
You ever just get like a little gas pain and you just combust?
Yeah.
I would hope it would sever the nerves quick enough that I don't feel it.
Yeah, I think you'd probably feel like initial, and then that would happen.
Yeah. Okay, so
But-
the door's closed.
Who the hell fucking knows?
Yeah, no, 100%. We ain't experts on this.
Maybe we should try it.
Try combusting.
I ain't going that deep
Let's
underwater.
let's start eating like a strict combustion diet.
You think they have those?
Is it just straight like carbonation 24/7?
Just drink. Oh, okay.
Unless
if you
wanna,
drink
unless you want to combust with fire.
6 bottles of Inca Cola every
Yeah,
day for a week, you're combusting.
You might die of
you would
something quicker.
No, you would just get fat.
I actually know. I have a theory. Inca Cola causes combustion in people.
It could.
I have a theory it gets you a rent-free apartment in Dover.
The door is closed, and now we just see these creatures like banging on the window at the top. So now we're seeing like the bigger creature.
They're bigger, and
And my favorite character, because I instantly forgot his name, says, "This might be a bad time to point it out, but what are the odds that's a baby?"
Yeah,
Paul.
it is Paul who says that.
I will not remember
To
that.
describe what they look like, I'm getting like, and you can't really see like too much of it.
Octopus?
Octo mixed with a little dissension. Do you know what I'm getting at?
I was thinking like a mixture of that and like the creature from the Black Lagoon, like kind of thing.
Sure.
Because it has like the web hands and stuff.
Webby.
In the adults, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I like it. I do like how you see this in like every stage of its life cycle.
Yes. That's really well done.
And then you see Big Elron at the end.
Yeah, you do. So it cuts the cords at the top. You know, Elrond's in the movie. It's crazy. It cuts the cords at the top, and they're just plummeting to the ocean floor. And then the captain's like, "We have to flood this room, or we're gonna die."
It's over.
Like that's what you're like. You're right though. This crew is so efficient.
They're good.
The second he says that, they all spring into action, get their suits on, get the room flooded, and they hit the ocean floor with no damage.
If you notice something interesting about this movie where it differs from a lot of other movies is nobody questions the captain.
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
they all do
fall
it.
in line and they execute kind of on command.
Yeah.
Which is, I feel like there's always, even in Event Horizon, there's always someone that conflicts with the captain.
Yes.
And then the captain usually sets that person in line, but that never happens in this movie.
And it's a good change of pace that like there is no outlier in this movie where it's like everyone follows and everyone does it, like gets it done. It's
Yeah.
not even like they just listen to him. They get it done what
They
he
know
wants done.
how to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You almost would think, what's the other girl's name? Alice?
Emily?
Emily. I almost thought she would be the person that kind of freak out, but honestly, throughout the whole movie, I think she's having a normal reaction that anyone else would have. She's kind of almost the grounding character where everyone's freaking out but is getting it done, and she's freaking out like a normal person but still getting it done.
Yeah, it's true. She'd be the one, like you said, that would be probably the most
Relatable?
Maybe, yeah. I would say maybe her and maybe a little bit of Paul with his like comedic relief, but like her mainly because she's seeing everything and she's like reacting everything, but she's still, like you said, executing what she has to do. I mean, I think that was a pretty cool idea. The characters are good. Those are not my complaints with the movie. My complaints are that I just felt like there's some repetition.
Oh, yeah, because we're going to get to this again. So they get to the ocean floor. Now they all start running towards the Roebuck because there's actually debris falling all around them.
I love debris.
But they're not going to be able to get to the Roebuck yet. They see a pipeline entrance that they start to like follow. And they get to the door and they're like struggling to like open the door. And they look up and the creatures are just like perched watching them.
Yeah. And if you're talking about getting watched or watching someone, I immediately get excited about it.
Yeah, I know.
I like to watch, and I'm sure everybody on this podcast knows by now since we beat this fucking mule
We're big
way
watchers.
dead.
Yeah, no, it's been beaten to death.
Me and Jen like to watch.
Yes.
We like to watch Shane.
We very much related to the creature.
Your creatures, yeah.
So I am Smith trying to open this door
And
while
we're-
you guys are just watching.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
hanging
pretty
out.
much.
Okay. Well, they do open the door. They get Smith inside because his oxygen tank had broken during this, so he was having trouble breathing. But they're inside, and they see this like tram car, and they all get on the tram car.
Watch the tram car, please.
And they take the tram car to the next station. However, they have to stop because the area is flooded and the tram car cannot get through a flooded area, much like Wildwood, New Jersey.
Very fair. I mean, like, how it's hard to get anywhere through a flooded area. I know. I've driven through the last hurricane that happened.
Yeah, it's sick.
It was pretty wild.
It's nuts. But you did it for a good cause.
Yeah, I picked up my friend who definitely was fine.
Watch the tram car, please.
Literally lives on a hill, and I had to drive through a flood to get to him.
It's crazy.
He could have just swam.
Could have swam. That was a crazy storm.
It was.
Also, I'm just thinking about this now. That one guy who has the damaged oxygen tank.
Smith.
I know, spoiler alert, he survives, but I'm just thinking about how like potentially fucked he could be in general, because if you cut off oxygen to your brain for a specific amount of time, you go brain dead.
Yeah, he's pretty much fucked through this whole movie, though. Now he's like really compromised, and he never really gets repaired.
No.
Like, nothing that he has on him, like suit wise, he gets repaired.
Well, you can even see that towards the end of the movie. He legit barely knows where he is anymore.
Yeah, he's like delirious for sure.
So
Yeah, it's pretty great.
it is. He does a good job.
Is this actor in stuff?
He looks so familiar.
John Gallagher Jr. Does look familiar.
Let's find out real quick.
I think Jen's on it.
Okay, if Jen's on it, then I'll get us to the next scene.
Sorry, I was doing an Instagram.
All right, I'll get us to the next.
No, I'm not on it, guys.
No, was never on it. All right.
I was thinking about how much more Kahlua you needed in your coffee.
It's really good though.
I know.
Kahlua and coffee is just a move.
Oh, he's the guy from 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Oh, he's the guy that's with them?
Yeah, he's the normal guy that's trying to help Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
That's another Lovecraftian type movie, by the way.
Yes, it is. This guy is also in 4 episodes of Westworld as Liam Dempsey. Don't remember.
I have to go back and like literally watch Westworld again.
Yeah, great show.
It's still going on?
Yes, I think there's another season coming out. Oh, he was in the Belko Experiment, which is a great movie.
seen it?
Yeah, really
Did
good
you watch
movie.
it upside down?
No. He's the man in Hush, another good horror movie.
Wow, he's the killer in Hush.
Yeah.
That is I'd love to review that movie.
Me too. That's a really good movie.
I think I've showed you guys before. I have that DVD signed, Mr. Hush.
Oh no, just Hush.
Nah,
Hush?
yeah, it's just Hush.
Okay. What?
Hush
I'm,
is intense.
I'm very frustrated with how many movies have the same name.
Oh, so many.
It's extremely annoying.
No, there's ones that have close names, or like there's a horror movie called Wrong Turn. There's Right Turn. There's Incorrect Turn.
Yeah.
Misturn.
Rest Stop.
Joyride.
I like how we both just went. It's completely different. Okay, so we're in this thing. Smith is getting fucked because of his lack of oxygen. They then see there's a waterway that they have to see if they could get to the other side. So Nora volunteers. She swims under, gets to the other side, calls out, says they could start coming. So one by one, they start going until it's just Paul left.
Yikes. Okay, so like they're all being like tethered as well, but his line gets jammed.
Yeah.
You want to say
He's all jammed up.
He's jammed up, and he's tugging at it because he can't go through, and they're like, Come on, come on. I love like when like someone's stuck and they yell, come on, like them yelling is going to manifest that person to be rescued.
Also, like they acknowledged that they all could not fit initially. And Nora was like, I'm the smallest. I can go. And then she's like, why don't the rest of you fit?
Yeah.
Fat asses.
But yeah, his line's getting jammed and then it gets pulled.
Yeah. And they're like trying to help him and pull him back.
While he's getting pulled.
Yes.
So he's getting like pulled both ways, kind of.
But like while I was watching this, I'm like, okay, his body's just gonna get cut in half.
Oh yeah.
That's not what happens though.
No, what happens is I don't know how it happens, number one, but in any case, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, according to them, these creatures are strong enough to rip their suits.
Yes.
He like essentially they're holding onto him.
Oh, they'll fuck your shit.
And the creature's pulling on him. I'm pretty positive that it essentially pulls his whole leg off and pulls him out.
Exactly.
That's what I saw, which was I wanted to ask. His leg is gone before he's gone, right?
Yeah, but I'm assuming it reaches in because his head goes down as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And pulls his whole body out.
His whole body gets pulled out of his suit. It's fucking crazy.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah, I don't even know how it happens, but it's sick.
Yeah. That's a painful death.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, like literally, his leg is pulled out. You literally just see the blood of where his leg used to be, and then almost like a second or two later, his entire body is ripped through his suit by where his leg was originally pulled out.
Yeah.
And I think they even mentioned it. They're like, he was pulled out of his suit.
Yeah.
Because they still don't know what they're dealing with.
No, have no clue. One thing I will mention is before he did die, though, he gave little Paul to Emily to hold on to.
Yeah.
Because he's like, give this to my family.
That was sad.
It was.
He was my favorite character, and I knew he was going to die, but I was really upset about it.
Comic relief rarely ever survives.
Yeah.
And it always dies so early. Like he's the second one of their crew that dies.
Technically, he's not, because the other guys died at the very beginning.
You know what I mean.
I know.
The stars of this movie.
So everyone who dies in this movie does die in the order that Nora meets them.
That's really interesting. And
That
you're
is.
right. Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty cool. Did they do that intentionally? Do you know? Or
I think so. It was listed in there.
That's cool.
that is cool. All right. What else is cool is moving on to the next scene.
And in there, I mean online.
I knew what you meant.
I know, but I thought about it, and I was like, huh. Okay, continue. Do it. Do
We
it.
are
Do it.
doing it.
Ew!
So Smith realizes his suit's not going to make it to the next station. Oh my God, Brian. Brian has the mic in his mouth. Please just take it out for your own health. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's going to... You might
Do
electrocute
not
yourself.
do that. Please don't do that. There's alcohol in that.
I don't know. Isn't the mic plugged into like something?
You know what? Just do it. I'm going to need you to take that out.
Is it like stuck? Are you like jammed up?
Are you good?
You want to get Arby's?
No.
Wait, yes.
Right?
Let's get Arby's.
Arby's.
All right. So we're in the next like hub area where we're going to meet.
That's gram-worthy.
Yeah, it's something, all right.
Shit was in my throat.
I couldn't
know.
pull up the gram fast enough, so I just pulled up my camera.
I actually couldn't
Wait, let's see.
stick it any further because the back of your mouth doesn't allow it to go further because it's so wide.
Yeah, you
let's
got to be
see.
a little
How
thinner.
do girls suck big fat cock? Is my question.
I just like...
Does it slide down their throat because
Yeah.
they like get rid of their gag reflex? So
Yeah,
they
I would
slide down?
assume so.
Okay. John's like, how do I answer this question?
I'm just not going to.
We're in the hub.
Oh, the hub.
And Smith is like, my suit ain't going to make it all the way.
Yeah, and everyone's like, yeah.
They're like, yeah, you're probably right. So they start
You're right,
walking
that
again.
man.
We're walking again. Now we're walking on the water, in the water.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is my only thing. It's just like, okay, and I know essentially that is what they have to do, but it's just like so apparent. Like, there's no skip. You do see them walk, destination, someone dies. Walk, destination,
Die.
someone dies. So it gets a little repetitive.
Yeah. Smith gets pulled into like a little cave. The captain jumps in after him, actually gets Smith out of the cave, but then sees the gun is still in there.
Yeah.
He goes to grab the gun, but he gets yanked up, and Nora is attached to Captain, so they're
tethered.
both getting yanked into the sky. And by sky, I mean the water sky.
The water sky, because there's so many leagues under the sea. I can't do the league math.
Is it more than 10,000?
I'm gonna go 20 grand. I'm gonna
Okay,
go 20K under the sea.
Okay, we're 20K under sea.
There's just a lot of drilling down here.
Yeah, no, when they're just giving their hot breath on the mirror down there.
So they're getting pulled up into the water sky.
I think water sky is my new favorite term.
And then I'm going to need some help to describe this next part because there's a scene where they're tethered. He's getting, is it pressure that's pulling him?
Yes.
Right? It's the pressure. So he's getting pressure to pull down, and they're both getting literally pulled down to essentially their deaths.
Yes.
And it's like they're both going to die, and the captain's like, listen, unless one of them pulls and untethers them.
Yeah.
And she's basically saying, no, she's trying to like help him, but he's like, basically like, no, he's like, you have kids. Like, what do you like? No, he's gonna.
Yeah. So he unties himself. She falls down to the surface to safety, and he implodes.
Yeah.
So we have lost our captain.
And is that her telling her that he doesn't have kids anymore? I'm confused.
That was kind of what it was.
Yeah.
That's what I took it as.
Yeah.
Because we're going to learn that shortly anyway to like confirm it. But
You have something to live for.
When-
He's like, not really.
When do we learn that? Because everything was kind of very quick.
They pull out
regarding-
a memorandum, like,
Yes.
photo.
like a
Oh,
wake.
from the other place?
Yes. We're going to get to that scene like very shortly.
Okay,
So
'cause that didn't cue quickly for me. Like, I got that was his jacket and shit, but that wasn't like an in my face, oh, his kid's dead. Like,
Yeah.
that, I didn't get that right away.
Their personal lives are told, like, there's very few details on it.
Yeah, you don't know
very,
much.
Very few about all these people.
Yeah. I don't think it was meant to, like, really focus on their personal lives.
Yeah.
no, it's more all about the situation.
Yeah.
So Nora is now on the floor alone. She calls out for Emily and Smith, but she hears nothing. She sees another creature, so she starts to run, and she makes it to the station that's been like terminated that no one's been using. It had a name. I don't remember the name.
It starts with a K, I think. Not Kerplunk. That's a board game.
Kinderkamak? No, that's a street.
No, yeah.
Kermit? No, it's a frog.
It started with a K, I think, but whatever.
Cattle? No, that's McDonald's.
Fuck it.
Okay, so we're at the K station.
That also started with a C, not a K.
Cattle.
No, we're doing cattles with K now.
Oh my god.
We're hip.
Sounds good to me.
So we're in this station. We get to the scene where we talked about where she goes into the captain's locker. She pulls out the in memorandum.
In memoriam.
Memoriam, that's what it is. In memoriam.
Memorandum?
I don't know. In memoriam, that's the word I was looking for.
Miranda, are you here?
Oh my god.
And
that dead 14-year-old girl.
yes, exactly. There is a dead 14-year-old. That's why the captain said his daughter was 14 because he wasn't saying that she had died.
Yeah. And like this is where you find. I mean, you can maybe get hints, but this is where it is confirmed with this movie. Their personal lives, like I mentioned, is very, very low key, and you do pick up minor details. So you're piecing together pieces of their lives, whether you care or not. See, for me, I was not invested in their lives. So
No.
when I saw these details, I'm like, I don't really care.
Yeah, no.
Also, like, it confuses me even more that station was left with people's stuff in it.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
The Kerplunk station.
they were like, all right, we're gonna bring you back up for a short meeting on the surface. By the way, you're not going back there.
Yeah, anything you left there, doesn't matter what it was, you're never getting it back.
Shane, as the Kerplunk expert, you put the sticks in the holes or you remove them? I don't remember.
You remove the sticks, I think.
That's fair. And it would make sense why it's the Kerplunk station because
Because then when the
about it.
last stick comes out, it kerplunks.
it kerplunks and there's pressure and shit.
Yeah, and then if you lose, you implode.
Yeah, exactly. Or you get sucked off by one of those water sucky things
Yeah.
Yep.
that just sucks on
Or Brian just
Cthulhu's pits.
shoves it down his throat like the mic.
Oh my god,
Okay, so
Please wash it later.
that's fair.
that's fair. I hope I don't ever use that mic. All right, so we are now back to walking.
Brian, I have an idea.
What is it?
We're gonna switch the mics later.
Yeah, we can. We both using the handhelds.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, so
You'll never know.
we are walking. Nora is calling out to Emily. We don't hear anything for a while, but then we hear Emily speaking about how she loves Smith,
Yes.
and Nora's calling out, but it looks like the radio's only coming one way right now. Like Emily can't hear Nora, but Nora hears everything
Gets picked
Emily's
up.
saying.
And I don't know what the fuck is she like reciting a song or a poem?
I
or
think it's
some
like a
shit?
song.
Yeah.
I thought it was like her last words. Like she was just saying anything she wanted to be said out loud. And then because we're assuming that like her boyfriend can hear her too, just can't respond because, he's part brain dead from no oxygen.
Yeah. And what I took as no one plays League of Legends probably, but I do. And it reminded me of Annie carrying around her doll.
Yes. Okay.
And Smith is the doll.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Being dragged around by Emily.
No, yeah, I definitely saw that.
I mean, that's what.
No, yeah.
He's literally lifeless on the ground, and she's just stringing him along.
Emily's like, "Want to play?"
You know what? There were a lot of references to in this movie that I really am trying to see if I can piece together. There were a lot of references to Alice in Wonderland for some reason.
Paul, the rabbit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, the white rabbit, he carries around a rabbit. He had the Cheshire Cat tattooed on his chest first.
Wow.
And
then going down.
Yeah. Oh,
the rabbit hole.
There you go. But then he also talks about it. Like he quotes Alice in Wonderland.
This is the most popular horror podcast on the planet. I'm just going to say it now.
Thanks.
Okay.
I guess we are, right?
I think so.
I'm going to say yes.
Dead meat does not exist.
They're really good. All right, so let's go through this walking segment. Nora then sneaks up on Emily, jumps on top of her, and starts drilling her right there.
Seriously. And like Emily's going through a fit. She thinks she's getting sucked off by one of the things.
I mean, I would have been terrified.
100%.
I think it's like she's probably a little fucked up too.
Yeah.
And she's like, get off me. And she's like, Emily, it's me.
She's walking around
It's
in the
me.
dark underwater.
It's me, Nora. Yeah, so then Emily does calm down, and then they're like, hey, look, the Roebuck's there. So they do get to the Roebuck, but first we see that all of the creatures are hanging upside down on the walkway to the Roebuck.
You can't get to the Roebuck because, like Shane mentioned, all these creatures are hanging suspended, and it's like they're sleeping.
Yeah, I think they're sleeping.
Hibernating is the word that they
use.
So you can't get to Joe Buck's Roebuck because there's so many of these creatures hanging.
Well, I mean, they don't know if it's day or night down there, so it could just be the time of the day that they're sleeping.
Yeah. So we're going to do the slow walk now. We've been walking all movie. Let's slow walk
They
now.
literally have no other choice. It's either going back or going and trying to get through them to the Joe Buck Roebuck.
Yes. So they start doing the slow walk, but a siren goes off about low oxygen. One of them then grabs Nora's face slightly. So Emily's like, all right, me and Smith are going to keep going. You take care of that.
Yeah.
So now this is Brian's favorite part of the movie, though.
Oh, you mean the Joe Buck Roebuck fuck yuck?
Yes, because the monster wakes up and actually starts to swallow Nora. And Brian loves a good swallow.
I actually like I like the way this actually was shot because it literally, the mouth goes around her body.
Yes.
And you see what it looks like from the inside. And the shell of this thing, or the carcass, or the body, or I don't know, what do you want to say, but it's very thin and almost elasticy skin.
Yeah.
So she just pops it.
Yeah, she shoots it with the gun.
With the gun. And it literally just like rips and just stretches out the back.
They have a very gelatin skin.
It's very true. And this thing's just fucking, she just goes right through it. But I do like how, like, it's almost like a snake the way it was gulping her.
Yeah. It's very gulpy.
Yeah. I've seen you gulp a few things in your life.
Like a big gulp.
Ooh. Big gulps are good.
They are. I would never get one again. They're too big.
You want the small gulp?
Yes.
Okay. What about Gulpin, the Pokemon? Would you catch him?
I don't like Gulpin. I don't like his evolved form either. Swallow.
He swallows a lot.
He has a mustache.
He does. He's the French Pokemon.
Is that what they call him?
Doesn't he look like he's wearing a sweater vest?
Oh, kind of, because it's like checkerboarded.
Yeah.
Like interesting. And that was our Pokemon segment.
Oui.
You're welcome, Dale. Moving on. All right, so she's off.
Yes.
She's done getting sucked off. She actually gets inside. They're all inside now. It's Emily, Smith, Nora, and they're in like this like main hub. I feel like I've said this a lot, but
Rinse, repeat, Shane.
we are now in same hub, and it's Cthulhu. We actually see the arm come up with all the creatures. So all the creatures are hanging off of one arm, and we see in the blur Cthulhu's face.
It's very blurry. It's fucking ginormous. It almost looks like a hive.
Yeah.
Because they're all like sucking this thing's tits. And by tits, it's like, do you know, like, I don't know what they're called. The squids or like the cephalopods? I don't know what they're called. But like octopus. You know they have those
Octopussy?
Like, Octopussy, nice. They had like those circular
Suction cups.
Suction cups. It feels like there's a bunch of those things latched to this thing's suctions.
Yes, I agree with that. That's exactly what it looks like. And that's probably what they were going for. So is it Cthulhu or a giant octopus?
In theory, if it was Cthulhu, like it would. Cthulhu lives in another dimension, and you need cultists to summon the Elder God.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this thing was summoned. Ideally, you're assuming like the drilling is why they're there.
Yes.
Like all these other horror movies that are like weird creatures come in because they're drilling. Maybe the drilling opened up a portal to another dimension, and now we're filling in blanks here.
The event horizon's going to come right through that portal. Then.
Exactly. But yeah,
they're all connected now.
so that's my theory is that the drilling opened up a portal, and these things came.
Okay. Honestly, it's very believable. So we are now in the hub. We see the escape pods. We're going to put people in the escape pods.
Let's get them in there. Smith, you're going in first. She does notice
one of the escape pods is not
there's
operational.
3 of them, and one's not operational. So in her mind, she already knows what she's going to do.
Yes. So Smith's like, no, I'll go last. But he's just delirious. He has no oxygen. He hasn't had it for like 20 minutes now.
Yeah, you're right. So they send him off first.
Then
he gets gone into the water sky.
Yes. Then Emily's like, oh, wait, I'll go last. Let me make sure. And Nora's like, no, go. And then Emily automatically knows,
She knows.
something's wrong. So Nora does, I like it. She punches Emily in the nose, and she's like, you're going.
Yeah, and it's funny because like you ever get punched, you get upset, but she actually cries because she knows what she's doing, and Emily's like generally upset.
Yeah.
But she says is like, I wish I could have like another day with Sam. She's like, you have no idea what it's like to not be with him.
Yeah.
So it's like her life is kind of like servitude to this crew because she doesn't have her. And they do mention the backstory in this movie was loosely mentioned about like how she lost him. He just went on like a dive and never came back.
Yep.
So she's like, trust me, be with Smith, and then she launches him up, and she knows she's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no escape for her.
So once Emily's launched, she goes back to the hub. She gives a stare down with Cthulhu, or the octopus, whatever we're calling it, and she throws all the reactors into like a meltdown essentially. Yeah. She does this because she sees that the creatures are actually going towards the escape pods.
Yes.
So in order to do one last heroic feat to save them, she does the meltdown. She blows up all of the creatures, including Cthulhu, Octopus Man, in the blast, killing herself and them.
Yeah, there's like a ginormous core of energy that was saying like this is most likely powering this entire thing, and she blows it.
Yeah, she saved a day, but we see in the newspaper clippings the survivors aren't allowed to talk to anyone.
Yeah,
like they're like cut off from society. The company's covering everything up. They said it was an accident. Clearly, they summoned Cthulhu.
They're going to continue to drill.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're rebuilding it.
Yeah, so I wouldn't doubt if there's another one of these movies. I mean, there could be.
Yeah, I don't know how good this movie did in the box office because like it legitimately came out, I think, January of 2020, like right as
Pandemic.
COVID was like
I can look it up real quick.
starting. So,
And that's the movie. I'll be honest, when we talked about it, it sounded better than it actually was, in my opinion.
yeah.
When we talked it back, you could do your review first. You always do. I just say, like, talking about it, it sounds like a good movie when we talk about it. Jen, you have something. You raised your hand.
Yeah.
The budget for this movie was 80. I hate this. $80 million.
Yeah, the CGI is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opening weekend, it made $7 million. It grossed about $17 million. Worldwide, grossed about $40 million.
Yeah, it got pandemicked for sure.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I don't know if it would have done like that well in general.
Probably
though.
not. Probably not.
It was all right. Like
Because-
if you want to go see a new horror movie, you're gonna see a new movie.
This is a movie where like you don't see a big reveal. Everything that you see up to the end is like feels non-important. So
Yeah.
if I remember correctly and seeing, because I saw a lot of previews for this movie, there was no like big sell besides like
They never mentioned the monsters
they
in the
never.
thing.
It's just Elvin Kristen Stewart wearing no clothes underwater.
Yeah. That's another thing I guess we could mention. Not that it matters, but the whole movie, Emily and like Kristen Stewart are just wearing their underwear
Yeah.
whenever they're not in a dive suit.
Yeah.
They said they wouldn't fit in their suits without it. All the guys do it too. Like they get undressed together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
When they find Paul, he's like naked.
Yeah,
yeah.
I actually think Paul was like in the shower when everything
He's-
I
collapsed.
He's
thought
totally
he was
naked.
I thought he was sleeping because he had one of those eye masks on.
Did he have an eye mask on?
Yeah, it was
I
like
missed that.
on his head when they found him.
I missed that. That's very
You
possible.
know, like these sci-fi movies with the crews, like Starship Troopers, they just shower together and like do this shit together.
Starship Troopers is a movie I would love to talk about. I love that movie.
They do some sci-fi shit.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it would have. I mean, maybe like without pandemic, it would have made back its budget, but
Maybe.
I don't really think it would have done like enormously well.
No, 82 million is like a big budget.
that's
like,
a huge.
Yeah,
for like a
that's
movie
what-
like this.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, 80, really?
Yeah, that's a lot.
What also I was gonna say is I do like this genre like a lot. Horror sci-fi is amazing genre. One of the movies I really want to do is Pandorum. I
love that
that's
movie.
like over 10 years old right now, and I go to that movie a lot. Like that's a good like I want to go to sleep, and I like to watch that movie on repeat when I go to bed.
I don't remember if I've watched it or not, but I'm sure if I have, I will remember based on one scene.
It's like this weird like psych horror sci-fi movie, so it's pretty cool.
Maybe I've seen it. Is it on the Sci-Fi Network?
I'm sure
It's on one of the streaming services. I'm almost positive.
Ben
like
Foster.
like in the past 10 years before like we all downloaded Netflix and shit, do you think it would have just appeared on Sci-Fi?
It might have been. It was a big budget movie.
Yeah.
Before like Netflix and everything was super, super accessible, I would literally just turn on Sci-Fi and whatever was on was on.
Do you think that like eventually, and this is kind of sad, but like movie theaters are gonna go away?
It seems like it.
Like-
Everything's going to streaming services
Like
now.
movies are on HBO Max right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
or
it's-
Netflix. Netflix gets releases now for new movies.
And
It's
if you
just-
really think about it, I know like you get rewards and stuff, but like the average moviegoer probably spends like maybe $10 to $15 on, probably more nowadays, to be honest.
It doesn't help that like with COVID, everything went directly to streaming services, but I don't know because a lot of in the contracts, like Scarlett Johansson and a ton of other people in general are suing those companies over because their contracts include box office. And they didn't like adjust it based on COVID. They just did what they wanted.
so they're underpaying the people now.
So that's why I don't know if that'll continue to the extent it has, because I think like actors and shit will be like, well, if you're not going to rework the contract, so we're making just as much, then that's not going to happen. Then you can't do that.
Just like think about like I get it, the convenient is huge. That's like everything, but like think about like the cultural change that would be without movie theaters. It's been a part of
It'd be weird.
the civilized world for so long.
Yeah.
Like people go with families, they go on dates, they go with their friends, they go on matinees. Like that's going to be such a weird change. I don't know. Like I can't. We grew up going to the movies. You go to the movies all the time.
I used to. I mean, I haven't
because of
like,
COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well, they just weren't open for a long time. Like
Yeah.
the movie theaters near me, because I don't really live around you guys, they didn't like one shut down, like others didn't open for a long time. Like it's really weird.
It's crazy. Like it's really sad. I think it's gonna happen eventually. I know. Like
I hope not.
me neither. And if you think about like this, like I said, the movies are not cheap, but like even if like movies stream,
they're still expensive. Like depending on like, I know like isn't it like Disney? It's like $20 to watch some of these like new movies.
it is. But like
Yeah, but then they get released later, just like on the platform in general.
true. And but like some movies, like if you have HBO Max, are just straight to watch.
Yeah, they're free.
Like Malignant is also in the theaters.
Oh, Malignant's free on HBO
And I'm
Max?
pretty sure it's free on HBO Max.
I actually might watch that tonight.
yeah,
I
I'm
actually
pretty
really
sure
want to
it's
see that
free.
movie.
I already watched half of it.
Was it good?
I know the ending.
I want to see it.
Don't spoil it because I do want to see it, but have you liked what you've seen of that movie?
I thought it was a really good idea, but compared to all like what's in the trailer, like with the door being pushed open and physical things like that, I thought it made it a little confusing.
Okay. Interesting.
Without giving, because you guys don't know the end, right?
No, I don't know anything,
Yeah,
so I don't want it spoiled.
Without giving the end away, with all the physical things that are happening to them and what it turns out to be, it does not make sense to me.
Okay. That's fair.
Good idea,
I'll make
though.
my own judgment when I watch.
All right, Shane, your review.
Yeah. Underwater was a 6 out of 10. It's not a bad movie, but I do agree with Brian. It is very repetitive. We did a good job of describing it without it sounding too repetitive, but it is like, it's because the walking scenes are actually much longer than we made them out to be. And not much happens. You do get some of your backstory for the characters, but it's such a fast-paced movie in the other scenes. It's not like you're really trying to build the characters that much anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's almost like the movie's confused whether it wants to be like just a fast-paced action horror or like build like characters. Like it tries to do both instead of just working on one and doing that well. So that's what takes away from it. But like I was interested watching the movie. Like I was curious to see how this was going to end, who was going to survive. In terms of the actual acting in the movie, I thought it was all very well done. You know all these people, TJ Miller, Kristen Stewart, Vincent Cassel. They're all like good actors, actresses. So you knew they were going to give good performances. But yeah, I can't give it higher than a 6 out of 10 because of the flaws I gave it.
I kind of like agree exactly with what you said. I love the genre. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Neither a good or a bad movie, but definitely like watchable. Things do happen fast. It is extremely repetitive, as I've mentioned, but the characters are really good. I like the idea of like Kristen Stewart's character. I think she's literally a mechanical engineer.
Yeah, she is.
Who kind of rises like this like cool heroine that kind of like saves the day. You know, they do follow the captain's orders, but the captain dies like not early on, but like she does take like leadership opportunities to help the team out. And obviously I do like the angle of her taking one for the team. So the couple, in the limited backstory you get, very limited, which I agree with you, they should have went one way or the other and not probably like either focused on what was happening on screen versus focus on this limited backstory that when they tell you don't really care about.
It just felt half-assed.
Yeah, it did. Totally. The idea that she used her personal experience, like losing her fiance, I believe that she used, to save Emmeline Smith at the end, made a lot of sense. But like, I feel like the payoff wasn't great because of how poorly they developed the characters. But I mean, there was a lot of action besides the rinsing and repeating, and the characters were good. So I agree, 6 out of 10. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. Definitely a serviceable film. But the creature, when you see it at the end, is pretty cool. Up until that point, when you see these little squid things, you're just like, honestly, like, what am I watching right now? Like you know something's great. It's a beast that caused this earthquake, but like, you don't really know how great it is until the end. You just think it's like these little squids. So I was kind of confused watching it mostly on what we were going to get.
I agree with all the above. I think I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 because like a 6 is more towards something I would watch again that I thoroughly enjoyed. And I enjoyed it. Like, I didn't thoroughly enjoy it. It's not a movie I would ever go back and be like, all right, ready to watch it again. None of my friends really enjoyed the movie thoroughly. Like, it wasn't something that was memorable. I don't think I'm really going to ever think of this movie again. But, you know, the kills were pretty cool, and I didn't like that they overdid the characters. I thought they did a really good job on the characters. So, 5 out of 10. Maybe we'll watch again one day if someone wants to, but probably not. So, gentlemen, I'm glad to say we have plenty of nominations for our Necronomicon. Who would we want to put in the Jinn's lamp? And maybe they'll meet that creature from Cabin in the Woods, the merman, that's kind of similar to these creatures, except it looks more like a narwhal, but the merman. But who do we want to nominate to meet our merman?
The captain.
Wow. That's
Really?
actually a good call. That's a good call.
His death wasn't the best on screen, but his death was the most meaningful, and he was the best character. I actually just like, this is the one where it's like his death was important.
True.
Like Rodrigo's death was the best, but he was such a minor character. I don't want to pick him.
Rodrigo?
I'm going to
Who's
go
Rodrigo?
the guy that dies. That's
In
so
the beginning,
insignificant.
the imploding guy.
I wasn't going to nominate him.
Yeah, because his death and Paul's deaths were definitely the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain was pretty significant. I never pick off-screen death, but I'm going to go Nora.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Oh, shit.
She sacrificed herself for the two. And you know she's definitely, certainly dead. because
100%,
the whole
yes,
nuclear reactor broke. Or, I mean, it's just
It just blew up.
a core broke. Yeah, I'm going to go Nora.
We're going to be so split.
Then we have to flip, which we haven't done in a while,
We're going to...
the Necronomicon.
Yes.
I was going to choose Paul.
Yeah, that's fair. His death was sick.
Yeah. And I thought he was a pretty good character. Like, I don't think any character in here didn't matter.
He was a likable character. I mean, he's like an audience character. Like, you don't want him to die, but you know he is. It's just like a matter of when it's going to happen.
I also enjoy that he brought in a lot of misnomers, like all the relations to Alice in Wonderland. And it was very subtle. It wasn't super in your face because you had to pay attention. Like, he was quoting Alice in Wonderland. He had a Cheshire Cat tattoo. The White Rabbit in itself is a reference, even though it's never talked about.
Okay.
I never picked up on that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't either. I got the Necronomicon up.
Flip it. It's a
I will be
Wait,
one.
how are we flipping it?
I just have a
You just
dice
go.
roller on.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have 1, you'll have 2, Jen will have 3. Brian will be my witness. Whatever number pops up is the name that goes in. It is Jen's Paul.
It's Paul.
I feel like the Necronomicon really likes me.
Yeah.
Favors the Scream Queen.
All right.
And I've picked a different number every time.
I think I use a different app every time. I just go whatever Google's top choice is at the time is what I choose. All right.
Okay, Shaney boy. Do you have a eulogy prepared for Paul?
Yes, I do. Paul, you were the comic relief character of this movie. But unlike other movies, you still played a very important role, a vital role, and you were good at your job. And that's not something we get often from comic relief characters. You fell in line with everything the captain said. If the captain asked you to do something, you went and did it without hesitation. You even went out into the water and checked on the escape pod, something most characters in other movies wouldn't do. And I respect you for that. It's a real shame, though, that even though you did all of this, you were still the one who had the most brutal death by having your leg ripped off and your body ripped out through the bottom of your suit. Man, that was crazy. And for that, we honor you in our Necronomicon.
Oh my God, you're
That
not
was-
wrong,
That
dude.
was such a good one where he looked at the girl and what was her name? Emily. When they want to go check out, he was like, "All right, Emily, it's your time to shine," and she's like, "The fuck."
Yeah, that was great.
One thing I'll mention too, I remember like we mentioned like how everybody falls in line. None of these characters have beefs with each other.
No, they're
No.
all like nice.
Yeah,
and some of them don't even really know each other.
It's just like such a different dynamic for a movie. Like we're so used to crews having like these certain characters have like really bad chemistry and they cause problems that affect the entire group, but not here. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I liked it.
Maybe a couple of different, crew conflicts would have taken away from all the walking that we felt like we watched.
It's very possible.
You're not wrong.
So, that is our review of Underwater, and our next creature feature is a personal favorite of me and Brian's.
Yes,
We're going
it is.
more of the comedy route. We are doing the classic Tammy and the T-Rex.
I just want to say, this is what, mid-90s?
Yes.
Nobody really knows of this movie. It's definitely more of a sci-fi than a horror.
100%.
Because I think there's also some comedy elements too.
Yeah.
This is a fucking watch.
Yeah.
It is so bloody, but it's so unexpectedly bloody. You know what I mean? Like, the gore comes out of nowhere, and it works.
Yeah.
And Paul Walker and Denise Richards are young, hot,
Yeah.
steamy,
Yeah.
and they star in this one.
Hot dudes and take chicks.
100%. This movie hits.
Yeah.
Definitely watch this before you listen to this review.
Yeah, 'cause
this movie's a watch. And I think it's on Showtime, right?
I believe it is. So it's going to be a very fun watch for us to do. A rewatch, because we've seen this one already. All right. You guys have anything to add, or are we good to sign off?
I'm ready.
Yeah, dude. We did last year. We did your favorite month, Cult Month, Jen.
Oh, I
And now we're
hated
doing
Cult Month.
Creatures. You like Creatures more?
Definitely.
Perfect.
They're just so much more interesting. Like, cults are very repetitive. And not only that, because we did them by, what was it, year?
We did them by decade.
We did them
Yeah.
by decade, which made it very difficult if you didn't have a good decade.
The 90s.
Yes.
The 90s hated cults.
That's true.
I feel like there was one particular time during Satanic Panic and when cults were really, really big that a lot of movies came out about it and then they just stopped.
Yeah, I feel like that cult genre really picked up after 2000.
Yeah.
Like they started making a lot of different movies.
There were so many cult movies for us to choose from in 2010s compared to
Yeah, we did. I know we did Midsummer. You could arguably do Hereditary.
100%. 100%.
Like there's a lot you could realistically do.
I feel like that happened because after the 70s, 80s, and 60s and all that, those decades that need to go to jail, that all the cults that were alive in that time, everyone was like, all right, now we know about them. Let's fucking do this.
Yeah.
All right. With that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week for week 2 of Creature Feature Month, where Paul Walker's brain is inside of a glass jar.
Futurama style.
Yeah.
The head in the jar.
But this is a brain with eyes, I think.
Brain with eyes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
That might be the only thing I remember from that movie.
Give us a fucking 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts already. What are you waiting for? Do you want us to keep doing this?
Because we'll yell at you every single week until you give us 5 stars.
Yeah, give us 5 stars, motherfucker.
We're going to berate you until you do. So you might as well just do it. Also, please follow us on our social media accounts at The Final Podcast on Instagram, at The Final Pod Ever on Facebook and Twitter. Yeah, we're out.
Peace.